Bringing the news and information you need from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. This is a special edition of Comcast Newsmakers.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our show. I'm Spiro Canton and we're poolside. Everybody wants to start off 2009 on the right foot, eating well, exercising. Well, we have a way for you to do it. Lieutenant Colonel Bob Weinstein, Fitness Beach Boot Camp, and the author of a brand new book, The Health Colonel. Congratulations. And here's the book. It's called Change Made Easy. And of course, you've been on the Fox News channel, you've been on the History Channel talking about fitness.
That's correct.
This book is the really culmination of your ideals.
This is a culmination of the past 6 years of training. And what I've done is I've really put it all together, starting with values building and character, working into all the natural body weight exercises. I even have a chapter on the health crisis in the United States as well. I've got a chapter on how to inexpensively set up a corporate wellness program, very, very low cost.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you actually take a look at this book, you're talking about physical exercise, but also you bring in the mental aspect as well. Why is that?
That is correct. Life is not just about fitness. And I believe that everything we do should be values-based and that we really should reflect on that. And so for that reason, I've also included, since I come from a military background, the Army core values. Some of the Army core values there, and we talk about those first. And the most important one that I talk about is the golden rule. And treat others as you would have them treat you, but also be kind to yourself as well.
How does that marry into fitness?
That is an excellent question. And how that marries in, because if someone is very dissatisfied with themselves, they are more liable to abuse in the area of food, to overdo it in the area of food, and then they feel more guilty, and then they do it more. So it plays a huge role. In other words, this helps them to also be kind to themselves, become an encourager and motivator of their own lifestyles.
So you're saying not eating well is more of a mental attitude than a physical one?
It is an emotional state. It has nothing to do with eating or exercise, and has everything to do with how we think.
Now, should you eat the correct foods? Is there something in here about eating correctly?
I have a chapter in there talking about eating as well. Back to basics eating. There are only two basic problems, and that is portion size and quality.
Exactly.
So what you want to do is you want to get the portion sizes and the quality of food back in sync.
Now, when you take a look at this book, you still do your little type of workout boot camp on the beach in Fort Lauderdale every day, is it?
It's 3 times a week with the group classes. I've got between 40 and 50 people out there on Fort Lauderdale Beach Mondays and Wednesdays, all fitness levels. All fitness levels, because you can safely modify body weight exercise. And this is what I tell people. We've got people out there who've been obese who, after several months, have lost a tremendous amount of weight. And they get the motivation of everyone else. A very positive atmosphere.
And just be ready to be sweaty and sandy.
That's right. That's right. It's great stress management after work, too.
And you say you're working with kids as well, aren't you?
Yes, I do volunteer work for the U.S. Naval Sea Cadets here in Fort Lauderdale, and also volunteer work for the Covenant House. These are homeless and runaway kids. And that's voluntary for them, by the way.
Now, we're starting off 2009. A lot of people out there have made New Year's resolutions to get in shape, to eat well. What do you tell them to start off correctly?
I'm going to tell them, focus on a way out instead of a bailout.
Okay.
That's what they want to start doing.
You got to explain that.
Very, very simple. First of all, they need to get back to basics. In other words, they need to focus on where they want to go.
Okay.
Where they want to take themselves, where they want to be long-term in their life, and not just for the next few months. And sometimes I'll get people who come to me and say, wait a minute, I'm getting married in 3 months, so I got to look good in my wedding dress or in the suit. I said, well, what are you going to do after that?
All right.
So that's the important thing, to really establish that long-term goal of how I want to lead my life.
Eat well and exercise. What a concept. All right.
Excellent.
Thanks very much, Lieutenant Colonel Bob Weinstein, our guest this hour on Newsmakers. I'm Spiro Canton. Thank you for joining us.
The preceding has been a special presentation of Comcast Newsmakers from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. And now, back to CNN Headline News.